Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for having a most of all folks. Thanks so much for coming out. And I mean, it's a shame that we have to be here, but we're here, and it's so amazing to see so many people getting to their feet. My first book, This Is Going to Hurt, was a response to the strikes in 2016. And at that time, the BMA didn't acquit themselves particularly well. And I think it's amazing the difference here, and that you've got a union who's actively and actually standing up for you and making some real noise and making some real press. And what I wrote about in 2016 was in response to a government claiming that the doctors were being greedy and the doctors were being lazy. And a lot's changed in those years, but that hasn't. We've still got a government claiming that doctors are being greedy and are asking for something unreasonable. But what you obviously know, but the government doesn't seem to work out, is the stories I wrote about when I was a doctor. I was earning 25% more than people in the equivalent grade are earning now. When no one is asking for more money, they're asking for the same money. I was not 25% better than anyone here. I was markedly worse. And I've been on social media a fair bit, banging the gong on your behalf, and I've been very pleased that there's been a huge amount of support and people who agree. But at the same time, the most frequent comment from your detractors goes like this: just leave them. And that makes no sense whatsoever, because everyone is leaving, and that's exactly what the problem is. What is the plan B if the government don't come to some kind of rational, sensible agreement and agree to pay restoration? Everyone will leave until there's no doctors left, which means there's no NHS left. And as that was happening, I read this advert in the BMJ, which went like this: got that Dr. Adam Kay feeling, which they didn't ask me for, but whatever, come to Australia. Must be a UK graduate, sure. Will work 10 shifts per month, travel, swim and surf in the sun for 20 days, accommodation provided, annual salary package $240,000. So when that is being put in front of the noses of doctors in this country, and our own government, who should be looking after us, are saying you can't even have what I was earning 15 years ago, is it a surprise that so many people were leaving? When I left medicine in 2010, I was the outlier. I was the second person in my cohort of hundreds and hundreds of people to leave medicine. I think one person became a pilot, and then I left to do whatever I do now. I can't remember the last time I looked on my Facebook and didn't see one of my former colleagues or my mates from med school who was looking for another life in another industry or another country. And that is the way that things are going, and it's desperately sad, and something needs to change. And it doesn't need to change with you. You don't need to compromise 1 millimetre. All you're asking for is the money that you deserve, which is the money that I got, and I really, really hope you get it. Thank you so much for coming out, and I'll see you again soon.